Hello everybody, Average Gamer here, and welcome to, we're replaying of Hearts of Iron 4 as Germany. We're going to be doing multiple playthroughs, just so you know. First playthrough is going to be Germany, just to kind of get myself set up properly, just so I can kind of get back into the game and play it properly. Then we're going to switch over to an allied nation, maybe France. Maybe England. I'm looking at the map. Maybe Canada, Italy, being an Axis state. Maybe in a neutral country like Switzerland or Sweden, maybe. Japan, Russia, China, maybe India, South Africa, Australia. Basically something different than the major ones, but I wanted to at least play as Germany first, just so I can kind of get back into the spirit, get back into the feelings of the game. So we have a lot of things to do up here. Obviously, one of the first things we need to do is pick up our focuses. I want to remilitarize the Rhineland real quick. Okay, so we have issues with divisions and all that stuff, which we'll get into. Research. Well, let's get this stuff done. Oh wait, no, that was the wrong one. As you can tell, it's been a while since I've actually been playing. I'll get you done first, then you, then you. Like I said, it's been a while. I want to get some of my infantry stuff going. It's going to take us a while to get you going. We need oil. We need rubber. We have a surplus of tungsten. Well, 2 factories is perfect. There's Malay we want. One of the things I want to do too is I want to delay the war as much as possible. That'll give us an even bigger time to upgrade our weapons and our armor. And I'm hoping that by the time we actually invade the West, or go west, we will actually have panthers and tigers in our military. If not, at least we'll have tigers or panthers. Sorry, no tigers. Actually, no tigers. Yeah. So that's the hope. In the meantime, I also want to modernize our military a little bit. So I want to go through here and look around. Thought we had some cavalry units. Yeah, there they are. You're being transferred over to motorized SS. I can then get rid of our cavalry divisions. Mountain, motorized, panzer, and infantry. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build them in a specific order. We're going to go infantry, motorized, panzer, and mountain. The mountain, though, I'm going to cap right now at 6 divisions. That'll give us 7, actually no, 7 in total. That'll give us 8 divisions in total. I'm just going to deploy all our mountain troops to the south. They're all going to deploy to Munich. Panzer divisions are going to deploy to Berlin. The SS divisions are going to deploy to Berlin, and so the infantry divisions, they're all going to just go there automatically. And then we'll deploy the forces as we see fit. As for construction, I'm going to turn all this off. I don't want to delay my navy in any form or fashion, but I do want to kind of change up the way we're setting up our navy. So you're fine for now. You're fine for now. You're fine for now. We're still short, which is good. All right. Up you. We're going to increase our aircraft production, which is good. Still 7 more to deploy. As for warships and things like that, I'm actually going to stop production of them temporarily. What I'm going to do is I want to build some convoys, and I want to build some destroyers. I want to actually decommission that clan, and some heavy cruisers, and some battle cruisers. I want a more quicker, fast-hitting navy, because the British Navy is massive. I would prefer a more like a more quick and easy strike force, so that way they can escort our convoys if they need to be escorted, but also at the same time they can actually hit and run as well from the British Navy. Let's throw a little one extra one there into that. So we need a lot more oil still. Good to know. As for aircraft, we're going to obviously keep fighter production as our primary concern here. Have you there. Our light tanks, we'll put you at that for now. So 2 things to deploy. We're going to do 1 for artillery and 1 for support equipment. Later on, we'll be adding anti-aircraft units and anti-tank units to our infantry. I'm also going to be separating my infantry. I'm going to have my infantry and motorized infantry together. Then I'm going to have the tanks separate. The tanks are going to I'm going to place manually and control manually. Have them do the massive cuts through the lines. And the encirclements will be followed through with motorized or mechanized infantry, which will be with the armor. And then the regular infantry will filter through and basically finish the encirclement and the destruction of the units. Hopefully. As for, let's unpause real quick here. I just want to let this settle for a tick or two. There we go. Pause real quick here. We're going to take one more thing of oil from the Americans. One more thing of rubber. Actually, let's get some from the Dutch East Indies. And we're good there. And that should put us where we need to be, right? No, we're still 1 short in oil, which is fine. Which is fine for now. Deployment is good. What is wrong here? Not enough manpower. Mental notes. We're going to have to change our conscription laws. I really want to get to service by requirement as fast as possible. So we're going to remember the 300 here. In conjunction, I also want to build up our infrastructure a little bit. That is going to go through some of our other stuff first. So, with that in mind, let's unpause and up the speed a little bit. Hey, doggy. Okay, so as per usual, the beginning of this game will probably be a little slow. We are going to slowly group together our forces here. You're in the south. Panzers are going to be separate from everybody else. So this is north, right? Yep, perfect. South, east, and you're also in the east. Perfect. Except, well, actually, I move you to Hanover for now. You get a general as well. You guys are obviously getting Rommel. Boom. You guys are mostly infantry, correct? You are. Reconnaissance, armor, speed, and attack. It's plus. Good boy. You are going to be the same thing. Manstein. Yeah, you don't have armor. You're a good mix. So are you. So I'll throw list. One of the good things about German generals, they're very good as a mixed force, a lot of these guys, which are the ones we're going to use for our armor. Alright, so you, for now, are just going to be told, just kind of protect that area in general. Just protect our ports and our victory points. Rommel, you're not going to be told much except all our armor as it gets deployed. Come on. Oh, come on. Really? Oh, it's because he has no orders. That's why. You are just going to garrison Frankfurt. And now you should be able to... There we go. So all our armor is going to go to Frankfurt by default. You are going to protect our southern border until the Anschluss. This does leave a little bit of a gap here, actually. I do not want you to actually go there. Whoops. There. Instead, go there and there. And only protect once again. There we go. Only do the same thing there. You are going to have a little bit of a harder time. You should be fine like that. Once again, only protect ports and victory points. And then our Far East force by Bach here. You only have the one spot. So, there you go. This way we can kind of deploy our troops out a little bit. Just to kind of get them situated and kind of nicely placed. And then as units deploy, we can then move units around. One of the things we're going to have to worry about, obviously, is things like supply and stuff like that. So, we're going to have to definitely watch that. We're up production to 4. No, we're going to do 3 there, 2 there, 1 and, yeah, well, 1 there. The southern force is going to be where the majority of our mountain troops are, mainly because of the Alps, you know, Yugoslavia, things like that. Pretty much that's the only place we're going to need mountain troops, unless we go north into Norway and Sweden. But right now, that's not even a thought. Production is good right now. We're doing mostly reinforcements. You're being used for upgrades, which is good to see. Nice. So that's all maximized out. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to get into some construction. I want to actually get some good... So it's 11. So that's 12, 13, 14, 15. That gets us to 2. Or for 1 full one. Spanish Civil War. And we're going to max out our construction there for now. I don't think I can send much. Yeah, I only send 2 volunteers. So, you heading out? I love you.
I love you too. I'll be back in a little while.
Okay, have fun, my love. So, right now, well, actually, I can deploy all of these to this airbase. That way, those guys will be forced to upgrade. Yeah. It's not a bad idea. Definitely waiting so we can remilitarize the Rhineland. That'll definitely put our forces in a good enough position where we can actually push in. Mm. 2 more minutes. Our Navy is good to go. I'm not really going to order them to do anything for the moment. I'm not going to deploy any of these troops until they're 100% ready. And we remilitarize the Rhineland, which is going to put up you a little bit. And right now we have no troops in non-deployment. We don't want to do the Anschluss because we obviously don't have the amount of troops for it. So let's go for the Reich Autobahn. We also have the ability to do something here. I'm going to do... I'm can either go for more political power early on, or I can go for more of a construction build-up with the Captain of Industry. Because I can get infrastructure built faster, and I can get my refineries up. If I can get my own kind of self-sufficiency on oil, then I really don't have to worry about capturing oil fields as much. Though that is still a worry. Because I want to get Funk, you, and then this Silent Workhorse, or this one. Now, I can get Boardman and Hess, or I can wait and move up right to service by requirement, and that way we can get more people in. And we're gaining what? Gaining 2 a day, so I might wait for a little bit. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna get my service by requirement first. One of the things I want to do too is I'm gonna deploy these forces now. And the armor should immediately head perfect. Head south. But you are gonna be part of our boot camp, and I just realized I may have screwed all of this up because I didn't have a boot camp group at the beginning. There we go. So we're going to name these things real quick. Boot camp. Good. And then as these guys get trained up, I'll actually transfer them out to different divisions and units. You are just going to automatically get deployed into that. Oh, no, you can't. Actually, you go there. And I'm going to put, put Klug in charge of that. But you're also going to be told just to garrison the Brandenburg area. Yeah, boot camp. Our armor is actually going to be separate. I'm going to call this Army Group North. I got a new keyboard, by the way. I got a Chroma, Razer Chroma keyboard, so I'm still getting used to the buttons. This is Armor Group South. Like this way the buttons feel is a lot different, so. You guys are Army Group East. Just so I can get things going. And this is our Panzer divisions. Okay. That way we got everything set up. So that is going to be the first episode. Thanks for watching. In the next ones, we're going to continue our military buildup and clean some dust off the top of my camera. And I will see you guys in the next episode as the buildup begins for the probably not so peaceful expansion of the German Wehrmacht. Till next time, see you then. Bye-bye.